When purchasing your VPS, you'll find it's very similar to owning your own dedicated server. Let's go over how you set up your control panel on your first login. First thing we need to do is open the email with the subject Account Setup Complete. This is the last email that was sent out by our automated system behind the invoice that you received, and it is possible for it to have ended up in your spam folder, or maybe you entered an email address that has the same domain name as the account you created, so maybe it never got delivered at all. If that's the case, just give us a call. We can resend it. That's no issue at all. In this message, you'll see a lot of information about how to define your account, how to use your account. There's some documentation here on the side. What we want to do is go into the Plesk Control Panel. So you'll find the address here, HTTPS, your IP address, :8443. Once your domain's fully set up on here, you can actually replace that IP address with actually any domain that's actually going to this control panel or going to this account. You'll see that you have also VPS root SSH access, but let's first set up your control panel here. So when you go to this page, you'll find your login, and we'll just type in the login here, and it's going to give us a license document. This is our agreement that came from the Parallels Plesk Control Panel. A lot of restrictions and things on what you can and can't do, yada yada yada. So if we've read through it all and we understand our restricted rights and everything, we can agree to the terms and then also do not show again. Hit accept. We go to our first configuration page. Now, it's automatically going to fill in the host name as whatever domain name you signed it up for. If you're a reseller, maybe you want to use your primary URL. If you're not, or even if you're hosting several domains, you just want to use whatever your main domain name is. But the main thing is we need to add something in front of this so that we don't cause a conflict when adding SSLs later down the road. So I'm going to call mine vps.hardhat-demo.com. If you're a reseller and you plan on having multiple of these, you may call it VPS01 and the next one VPS02, and so on and so forth. Your default IP address, if you only chose one, it's only going to give you one there. And then you can set up your exclusive or shared IP addresses. You only need to worry about this if, again, you're going to be a reseller, and you can always change this configuration later. So let's just leave that there. We're going to set up a new password here. You can actually use the same password that you were given in your control panel or in your welcome email. It does not require you to change it. It just requires you to put something in there. I'm going to go ahead and change mine just because everybody got to see in the video what ours was. And then it asks you for your administrator's contact information. So we'll call this Hardhat. And we probably don't want to receive periodic mailings about new products and discounts from Parallels because we didn't buy anything from Parallels. But we do want to create a default client account. So once we've done that, we hit OK. It automatically uses that information to create your first default client account. So now we're all done here, and we're ready to move on to the next demo.